Today we're going to show you how to make one of our pub classics.
Sticky toffee pudding. Who doesn't like sticky toffee pudding?
I'm Rupert.
And I'm Lisa.
And we're all about greens. So we're going to start with our dates.
We are. Do you fancy a date?
Oh yes, delicious. We've chopped the dates, so they're going into the pan. We're adding a little bit of coffee, 100 mils of water, a couple of 100 mils of soya milk.
And this is what's going to bind it together.
And our secret ingredient, Earl Grey tea bag. Now if you don't like Earl Grey tea, you know, completely optional. You can put English breakfast in or leave the tea out. And indeed you can leave the coffee out if you wish.
In fact, I've actually gone for English breakfast.
Oh, very good. And we're going to bring that up to the boil and then take it off the heat to cool, and that's going to soften the dates. Oh, we've got a lovely aroma of dates and tea and coffee there. It's really good. So we're going to whip that out into the bowl here.
And vanilla, I think.
And that can sit and just infuse now quite happily. And we're just going to put our bicarb into that.
And give it a stir.
And that'll foam up.
Look at that now.
And do its thing. And that helps to break the dates down as well.
I love that chemical reaction.
So whilst that's doing its thing, we can start to cream our butter and sugar. So in with the plant-based butter, in with the sugar, and also the vanilla essence. Okay, let's cream that till it's light and fluffy. We'll take the tea bag out and reserve that, and then we're just going to start by incorporating a little bit of this warm date mixture into the creamed butter.
Yep, I'm going to lightly fold this in now.
Just going to start with a little bit. You want to really incorporate that well. Pinch of salt into the flour, sift the flour in top.
And this just needs folding in very lightly, doesn't it?
That's right, and then we're going to put it into the tin.
So I'm going to stir this in now.
So pre-lined baking tin, lovely.
Light, aerated sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, look at that.
That looks delicious.
A little spread around, make sure it's nice and even, and then straight into an oven, 160 degrees, for about 30 minutes. We're making the butterscotch sauce to go with our sticky toffee pudding. We've just got enough water in the bottom of the pan here to dissolve the sugar.
So you've really just got about 1 centimetre in there.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so then we've got our sugar in the bowl here. Caster sugar is best for this because it's going to dissolve more easily. So we're just going to make sure that that all dissolves nicely. And so we're going to be looking for colour here, and we're going to be looking for a dark terracotta colour with the sugar. But you want to make sure it all dissolves first, and you want to make sure there's not too much or any granules of sugar around the outside of the pan.
Right,
so that's coming to the boil quite quickly, but I'm just going to wait so that's nice and clear and nice and dissolved before I start driving off that water and caramelizing it. So you can see how that's all dissolving. Can you see how it's starting to go clear? It's a little bit cloudy now. So that's now completely dissolved. So that's going to go back onto the heat, and we're going to boil that now until it drives all the water off. You'll be left with molten sugar, and as the temperature climbs, it will start to go dark, and it's actually burning that sugar, but it's caramelizing it. If it goes too far and you've not got your cream ready to stop it, it'll burn, it'll be very smoky, it'll be bitter, and you won't be able to use it. Okay, you see now around the edges there, starting to get a little bit of a yellowy colour. Now if you're careful at this stage, you can just give it a little bit of a stir, and you just want to pull that colour in. We've got our plank cream ready to go. That's happening pretty quickly now. I'm going to turn the heat down slightly. But you can see that lovely terracotta-y flavour. Now that will carry on cooking off the heat. I could take that off now and it would carry on cooking. Turn this down, in with the cream,
Okay, so you've just gone straight in, no stirring and
Straight
trickling in or...
That's it.
Wow, look at that.
So give that a little bit of a stir, and that's instantly dissolved that caramel. And we'll just decant that into that glass bowl, and we can see the lovely rich colour that we've got there. We're going to make a little bit of chantilly cream to go with our sticky toffee pudding. We're just going to use a bit of fantastic quality coconut cream, and we're going to add a little bit of plant cream as well, Elmley plant cream. We're going to put a bit of caster sugar in there as well, and just a few drops of vanilla essence. And we're just going to get our whisk in there and whisk it up until we've got a nice consistency. We'll pop it in the fridge and it will set up a little bit more.